how I actually set up the XTool F1 when I'm at an event. Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. My name is Desiree, mom of 3 and the owner and maker behind The Handmade Mom. So this week was supposed to be the XTool F1, taking it on site, and just kind of like how that works, like what you would need, what you could do, and lots of other things, right? But that is not the video that you guys are about to watch, because I was going back to edit that video and everything was in slow motion. There was no audio to any of my clips, so yeah, completely unusable footage. Really unfortunate. I was really excited about this video, but that video still will be coming out. I just don't know exactly when, because I do have to obviously sit down and re-record all of that. But I will work on getting that to you guys as soon as possible. So instead, this week we are going to just be showing you guys, it's going to be really short, sweet, and simple, showing you guys how I actually set up the XTool F1 when I'm at an event. And this is one that I set up at my most recent market. So you are going to see how I store it, how I transport it, and how I actually put it all together at my events. So yeah, hopefully that's still helpful for you guys, but just know that the more in-depth video about offering on-the-spot personalization with the laser engraver is coming soon. Let's just go ahead and get right on into it. Okay, so here is how we transport everything. I have everything in this black and yellow tote, which we got from Costco. So you can see we have the laser, we have the purifier, we also have the vent tubes. And then here on the side, you'll see in a second, we have these styrofoam pieces. These actually came from the original packaging when I purchased these machines. They were shipped in these styrofoam pieces in a cardboard box. So I just took those out and cut them down to size. These wood signs here are for displaying what bird flowers I have, fonts, colors, all of that. So I keep that in here as well. And then on the other side of the laser, I have the power cord for both the purifier and the laser, as well as the cord to connect to my laptop. And then on the side there is the jackery and the charger for it. And that's it. So this is how we transport the whole setup for on-site laser engraving. Now let's go ahead and set up the purifier. I'm going to set it up here on the table first so you guys can kind of see a little bit better, but then I do actually have to move it so I have it set up for where I want it to be. But you're going to start with this vent tube. You'll attach it to the back of the laser, and then the other end of that vent tube attaches to the top of the purifier. That is the intake where it sends all of the dust and debris to be purified through the filter that's up at the top. You could attach the second vent tube to the bottom output of the air purifier and kind of vent that farther out away, but I did not have the space to do that here, so I just opted not to do that. But then you're going to connect the two machines with this cord here. It's a double-ended USB-C cord, and this basically tells the purifier when to turn on, because it is signaled by the laser, hey, we've got something running, go ahead and turn on and start purifying that air I'm sending your way. So you'll just attach those here. I will insert pictures so that way you guys can see a little bit better exactly where they get attached. But plug them in, and then from there you are just going to plug in the power cords and then plug those into the jackery, and you're basically good to go from there. So it's pretty simple. It's nothing crazy. I personally don't like to have the purifier on the table, so that's what you'll see me here in a second move things around. But you could have everything set up on the table and it really doesn't matter. I just personally don't like to, because I work very large. I like to spread things out as much as possible. So, but that's just personal preference. So you'll see I'm going to reattach everything. And then I personally, like I said, store my purifier away underneath the table. And then the jackery goes right next to that. So for plugging in the purifier and the laser, it just gets plugged in right here. The other one is for the laser. And then there's actually these little buttons to control the output of the power to that specific section of the Jackery, which I really like. And then the power cords I just kind of shove underneath out of the way. So anyways, I am now reattaching the tube, the vent tube, to the back, and then also reattaching that cord for signaling the purifier to start actually running. So that is it. I did forget to plug in the power station or the power cord here in this clip, but here you can see a little bit better on what those connections look like in the back of the laser. So like I mentioned in the beginning of the video, I was having the issues with the clips that I had recorded for the video that was supposed to go out today, being in slow motion and no audio, things like that. Well, turns out that somehow I pushed some kind of button or something while I was at my last market vlog, because the last 2 clips that I have from that vlog, and one of them was actually the connection between the laser to my laptop, was one that was messed up. So I am going to show you guys now because I don't have the clip. So we're going to add that in here real quick. So basically, once everything is hooked up and connected, powers are plugged in, the laser is connected to the purifier, then all you have to do from there is connect the laser to your laptop. So I will show you here. I have the laser pulled out. It actually connects right in here. It is this one here. I don't know if you can see that, but it is a little like computer icon. So this one here. So you connect USB-C here and then to your laptop as well. So that is it. And then you can start running the machine basically. So the other thing that I also had in that last clip that I couldn't use is I talked about this here. So my laptop is a Mac, and I have USB-C connections. I don't have the capabilities of plugging in a USB. So if you have a cord that is USB to USB-C, obviously USB-C is going to go into the laser, but then if you have a laptop or a tablet or something that you can't plug into a USB into, then this is going to help you out with that. So basically you just plug in your USB there, and then on the other end is the USB-C that you can plug into your laptop, tablet, whatever it is that you're working with. So this was the other thing that I showed you guys in the clip. So that is it. That is how you set up the XTool F1 at markets. It's pretty simple. Once you know like where to plug things in, it's pretty quick to set up. I always set this up last, and I mean, you guys have seen my market vlogs. I have not been set up on time, so I set this up pretty quickly once I get to that point, and I don't run into any issues as far as like it taking too long to set up and all of that stuff. When I'm actually running the laser for a personalization item, I just use that button that I showed you guys earlier in the video, where I can turn on and off the power to the actual outlets. And that saves the power from the Jackery from running out. The Jackery does have, at least this specific one, does have the capabilities to be connected to a solar panel. So if you are outside, you can have the solar panel connected to the Jackery, which will be continuously charging that while you use it, so then you don't have to turn it off. But I personally don't have the solar panel, and I haven't had any issues with running out of power on my Jackery. Yeah, that's up to you. It's not something that you need to be able to run the laser, but if you feel like that's something that might be beneficial to you, then there is that option. All right, so that is it for this video. I know it was short, but I'm hoping that it was still helpful and informative in any kind of way for you guys if you were interested in taking the XTool F1 to do on-site laser engraving at your events. Like I said, I do still plan on doing a full sit-down video about, you know, all the things that you'll need, the things that you could do, if it's worth it, like all the things. I do still plan on doing that video. I just have to find time to sit down and re-record that. But if you are looking forward to that one, make sure to subscribe and turn on those bell notifications so you don't miss when I do upload that video. Also, if you did enjoy this video or you found it helpful in any kind of way, give it a big thumbs up. I would greatly appreciate it. It helps out me and my channel so much. And let me know down in the comments, what do you guys think? Is it more complicated than you thought, or is it more simple than you thought to set up? I'd love to know and chat about it in the comments. I will see y'all in the next one. Bye.